Welcome, sports bettors from around the world.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Sports Gambling Daily. That's right, baby. It is a Thursday, September 19th, and I'm happy to report your boy did not get flooded during not hurricane. It was Tropical Storm Imelda. Very happy about that because I know y'all don't know this, but my insurance company was trying to screw me over. But you know what? We faded that insurance company, and we are back and better than ever. What's going on, Philly?
Good morning, man. You faded your insurance company. That's great.
Yeah, dude, it's a long story, but let's just tell real quick. They sent me a notice of what's it called? Decreasing coverage, and they're like, "Hey, we need more money." I'm like, "Well, okay, I can do that, but let me know before you decrease my coverage." So I give them the money, and they're like, "All right, well, your previous basically." They tell me it's not going to go into effect for 30 days. But we're in the middle of hurricane season. I mean, I got flooded during Hurricane Harvey. That's criminal, man. Why didn't you tell me this when our insurance re-upped back in April?
That is pretty awful.
Welcome to Insurance Daily Talk here with Philly and Jared in the morning. No, guys, it's Sports Gambling Daily. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, Philly, yesterday, baby. Brewers versus those Padres. We nailed that game again. Guys, real quick, I'm excited about this. If you go back and watch every single one of Philly and I's shows, it's like we're literally predicting the game. It's like it happened again yesterday. We nailed it right on the head.
Yep, I like the process. Like we've talked about this before. We focus in on a game 24 hours before the game starts. We kind of try to figure out what the pitching matchup is, what the batting lineup is going to be, and break it down and really come to a conclusion. And most times we're like right on the same page with each other, and that's beautiful because then it's easy. So that's the process, and it's been working, and we will continue to do so.
Yeah. Now, hey guys, so yesterday was awesome. And what Philly is talking about is so after we get done with this show, I go and I look at tomorrow's slate, and I randomly pick a game. I'm like, let's beat this game. So what we try to do is we focus on this one game. We look for an angle, and we try to defeat it. And Philly and I have been doing really good at that. So we're going to continue that method of operation because we sit there for hours trying to beat down that game. And that's some of the stuff you can expect when you come over to the Discord. But yesterday, as far as personal plays, I went 1-0. Philly went 3-0.
Right.
Philly. I mean, all right, so our premium play, we dropped our premium play yesterday. We had one. But if you also took our personal plays, man, you'd be doing just fine. Joe, I know for a fact, went 1-0 on his premium play. It was a sweaty one, that Giants over, but he got there nonetheless. And Philly, man, I know you went you added that Astros.
Yeah, the first half under. Yes, correct. Along with the video play we had, which was the Padres game under 8. And then I had the early game of the Colorado Rockies under 13, which was a no sweat until, of course, you get to the ninth inning and then it gets Colorado Rocky-ish and first field-ish, and it finishes at 11. But, hey, under 13 is where we needed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was a little scary at the end just because, you don't know if the Mets bullpen is going to give something up and then of course the Rockies. But so guys, so every day I send out the personal plays, but that's the beauty of the Discord. I'll send them out via email, but that's the beauty of the Discord. If we add stuff, well, I'm not going to send out more emails. Otherwise, you're going to get emails all day long, and I'll never be able to leave my desk. So that's the beauty of the Discord is, at the last second we'll pop in there like, hey, I like this, and then we move on.
Absolutely. That is part of what you get at SGD. If you go into sgdwins.com and you want to check it out, it is $29.99 a month. You get everything that comes with it, like what he's talking about, the Discord, all the information, all the live betting aspects, access to him, myself, Big Mon, and Joe, pretty much anytime you want. Mm-hmm. And if you want to know why we're on something, we will explain it to you just the same. And we technically always have a breakdown of what's going on. I have guys that always joke around, man, Mike, but he posts all kinds of paragraphs about what he's doing, how he's leaning, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're looking to do.
Yeah. So for like Philly was saying, for that $29.99, you get the personal plays, the premium plays. You get the free cash contest we got in. You get access to all of us. And it's a network of people that you're joining here. There's over 230 people in our Discord. So, guys, come join an elite team because that's what it is. Everybody in there is active, and everybody has one goal in mind, and it's the same goal that you have, and that's to beat the book and beat the book together. We're not against each other; we help each other. So it's a great elite group of bookie fighting ninjas.
I love it.
Am I right?
No, your analogy is spot on, brother.
All right, so. If you're interested in that, go to sgdwins.com or, send me an email, sportsgamblingdaily@gmail.com. All right, Philly. So,
yes, sir.
So we decided to, for this video pick, to make it a little more harder on ourselves, I think. Because we're going with a game that doesn't have a line, or at least I think it had a line at one point, and then it's gone away. There's been multiple things thrown up in the air with pitching changes, but we got the Orioles. I mean, we got the one of the best teams in the East in the Orioles versus another really good team in the East in the Blue Jays. That's obviously sarcasm, guys. Don't blow me up. No, but sometimes I think in these later games, like in the season, when you have two teams that's out of it, sometimes you can really find some decent advantages, because you got basically some AAA pitchers, or not pitchers, but AAA players versus some legit, major league talent. That's how we pinpointed that Seattle, one that versus Pittsburgh. But here, there's been a couple questions about who's pitching, but it looks like Wilmer Font's going to be the starter in this game for the Blue Jays. And from the Orioles side, it looks like it's going to be Yona. They've tossed around the idea of Shepard pitching too, but I think it's going to be Yona here. And either way, I don't think whatever happens on the Orioles side, because we've kind of looked at it all, it's going to really sway what we decide to do in this game. Yeah,
that is correct. I mean, because Wilmer Font from the other side looks like he might open up the game, and he typically goes a few innings, 3 or 4 at best. And then McKay, who's supposed to follow in after him, is the guy that they got in the Stroman deal.
Right.
It was a Mets #1 pick. Got really good curveball. He's got good stuff, but he's a little raw at this point. He had one outing or 2 outings. I think he's pitched 10 total innings. He had a little bit of a rough start against the Yankees, but I mean, there's a lot of guys that have rough starts against the Yankees.
Exactly.
The Orioles are not the Yankees. So I would fully expect with that situation and the fact that I feel like the Blue Jays have a better lineup, that's conducive towards, in my opinion, leaning towards the Blue Jays for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Now, like you mentioned, McKay struggled versus the Yankees, but he did very well versus those Rays. He gave up 2 runs and 4 hits while striking out 8 Tampa Bay Rays. He did get the no decision in that game. But overall, opponents are 6 for 15 against McKay with runners on base. Now, as far as Yona goes, man, this guy hasn't won in forever. It's like over 2 months.
Right.
Gurriel Jr. for the Blue Jays, he's 3 for 4 versus Yona. And also, Yona has a 4.50 ERA in 3 appearances versus Toronto, and he's lost his only start this year versus them earlier this year. Now, I mean, it's like Philly says, where we're going here is we're going to go Blue Jays money line. An emotional win for the Blue Jays yesterday. I see that carrying over to today. I think they would win today anyway. The line is not out, but I would imagine the line's going to sit somewhere in the -120 range. Maybe -130 at the highest, but I don't see it getting that high. Do you?
No. Last night when I was doing my homework, there was a line that came out. I don't see it now, but it was -121. So if that's about where it's at, I mean, I like that a lot. It's not a bad line whatsoever with a team that I think should win this game. Yeah,
no doubt. I just like the Blue Jays in this spot, guys. Wilmer Font, this guy was not a very good starting pitcher, but he is above average reliever. He used to pitch for the Rays and then the Mets earlier this year, and I'm telling you guys, William Font, he really seems to lock down that first couple innings there. And I just think the advantage is overall, even with Ken Giles, which I can't stand on the back end, I think even he can get it done. And, I mean, it is what it is, guys. So Blue Jays, I feel like this is a good one. Blue Jays minus 120-ish, somewhere in that range. Book it.
100% money line, full game. Completely agree with you on this one, sir.
All right. Hey, today we got WNBA action. We also got NFL action. I'm excited about both of those things.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a barn burner. I saw the total in that game was 39 points, so I'm sure expecting a whole hell of a lot to go on, huh?
Yeah. I'm about to really deep dive in that after I upload this video. I've already read some reports that Ramsey might not play in this game.
Oh, wow. I was going to say, there's a lot of turmoil going on there with that whole thing and fighting his coach. And, I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, did you see that, how it went down?
I just saw the altercation on the sideline where he approached him on the bench and they got in each other's face. But I'm not totally sure what led up to it or not.
I would love to know what the coach said. For him to have that kind of reaction, not just that reaction, but the two players that went to his defense that was sitting next to him.
Right.
To have that kind of reaction. The coach must have said some crazy shit, and he looks like a guy that would say some crazy shit. I think they said he's from the Bronx or whatever, so I know you guys from the Bronx are crazy as shit up there. So.
That's all right.
You don't mess with those kind of people. But, so the reports are that Kansas City's trying to lock down Ramsey here on a trade for a number 1 and a number 2. That's a big price tag, but I think it's worth it, especially on a Kansas City team that looks primed to go to the Super Bowl. And what they really need to improve on is their defense. Yeah,
there was some rumblings even here in sports talk radio that the Eagles were in on him as well. Because he said something like if he's going anywhere, he's going to a winner. So he wants to play for a team that has a shot to win. I mean, certainly Kansas City does, and you can certainly argue the Eagles do. But yeah, I mean, if Kansas City gets him, But my only reservation with KC at all times is the Andy Reid factor. I watched that in Philly for 17 years. I watched all the success. I watched all the NFC Championship games. I've seen him go to a couple Super Bowls and never gets it done. You saw what happened last year. It's like this guy has like Super Bowl kryptonite or something.
Yeah, you're right. Now if he's offensive coordinator, I think he wins because I mean when he was with the Packers, right? Yeah. So under Harbaugh, but or not Harbaugh. What's his name?
Holmgren.
Oh
God, Holmgren. Yeah, Mike Holmgren. Right.
Harbaugh.
Well, the lineage, the Andy Reid lineage, the tree, all the coaching, like Gruden, and if you look at all the people that have been on his staff, like he knows what he's doing. It just doesn't never get over the hump. But this quarterback he has is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, Mahomes is
Mahomes. Yes. It bothers me, man, because down here in Houston before that draft, I know we'll get out of here real quick, guys, but that draft, the Mahomes draft, everybody down here wanted Mahomes, and a lot of the fans wanted Watson, but even Bill O'Brien, the coach of the Texans, was like, no, Mahomes is the real deal. So a lot of people were like, well, why would he say that publicly? So he must be a smokescreen. But it turns out that, I mean, it's easy to say that now, like now that he's won an MVP and he's looking like he might win another one, early on in the season. Like it looks like Kansas City was such a genius move for them to jump ahead and grab them. I would love to have seen if the Texans actually would have drafted him or not. I like Watson, but man, Mahomes is on another level, man. And who would have thought coming out of Texas Tech?
It wasn't exactly. It's like an arcade game. I've never really quite seen anything like it with the angles he throws at, and it's just weird. It's craziness. But I know we got off the topic a little bit, but that other than that though, Blue Jays money line, I like that a lot as well.
Oh yeah, Blue Jays. Yeah, no,
we forgot about that.
Hey guys, if you're interested in any kind of more sports talk, come on over to the Discord. We'll be in there. All right, Philly, we'll go ahead and get out of here. It's been 14 minutes in this video, which is a lot longer than we probably intended to. So, good luck to Philly. Good luck to me. Good luck to them Blue Jays. Good luck to everybody. Have a good Thursday.
Have a good one, guys. Take care.